Hi and welcome back to my channel katrincarranzamakeup.com, and today I am going to show you how to get glowing skin and the type of product that I use to achieve that look. Now, before I apply any makeup, I always make sure that I cleanse, moisturize and use a scrub on my skin, and this just makes sure that the makeup sits better on my skin. And after I've moisturized, I then choose a dewy foundation that just adds that luminosity to the skin. So I'm going to use this one by Giorgio Armani, and it's the Luminous Silk Foundation. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm just going to pop some of this on the back of my hand. I'm coming to the end of this bottle, so bear with. And before I apply it to the skin, I'm going to add a drop of liquid highlighter to the foundation. And what this does, it just gives the most amazing finish to the skin. Now, you don't need too much of it, just a drop. And I'm going to be using this one by Benefit, and it is called Sunbeam. So just add a drop. And then I'm just going to mix those two on the back of my hand. And then dot it on my face. And then you can blend with your fingers or a sponge if you like, but I'm gonna use a brush and just start blending that in. I'm putting quite a light coverage, but with this particular foundation you can just build more coverage if you like. But I want this to look nice and glowing. I don't want to pack too much product on. Just blend it into the neck. Now, if you feel that you need to conceal any redness or blemishes or under eye darkness or circles, then this is where you would apply your concealer. I can see that I have some darkness under my eyes, and a little spot there, and just some redness around my nose. And I'm going to use quite a light and moisturising concealer for this, just because I don't want the look to be too heavy. So I'm going to apply the concealer with my middle finger and blend by tapping it into the skin with my ring finger. So take some on my middle finger, apply it to the dark area here. Same on the other side. going into the inner corner of the eye there a little as well. And then take my ring finger and just tap and blend. And the same here. That should be enough. And then to the back of the side of my nose, I should say, at the back. A little bit more. And then to the spot here. And then just blend by tapping around it. And that should do it. Give my hands a quick wipe. Then I am going to use another highlighter, a creamy one this time, and apply it to the center of my forehead, down the center of my nose, the top of my cheeks, and my Cupid's bow. And this will just add a little more glow and light to those areas. Again, I'm going to use my middle finger to apply and my ring finger to blend. Don't know if the camera is picking up this, but it has a really nice sheen to it. And my Cupid's bow. And then take my ring finger to blend. And that should do it. And then I am going to powder any areas where I tend to get shiny and where I've applied some concealer just to set that in place because I don't want it to crease. I'm not going to use too much powder because again, I want this look to be dewy, fresh and glowing. So I'm going to take my powder brush and I'm going to be using the e.l.f. High Definition powder. And this is just a translucent powder. So I tend to get shiny on my forehead here. And I'm just going to tap the powder in. I don't want to move the brush from side to side, as I don't want to move any foundation or anything else I've applied. And then I'm going to set my concealer by my nose and under my eye, or eyes I should say. A little bit more here. And that's it. That's all the powder I'm going to use. And then I'm going to use my Shimmer Brick by Bobbi Brown. You can see that. This is a lovely product for this type of look because it has that shimmer in it. And it just adds even more glow to the face. And I'm going to use this as a bronzer, and I'm going to apply it to where the sun would naturally hit my face. And that would be the top of my forehead, across my cheeks, the temples, and across my nose. So just mix all the colours. And this is great for adding just a little warmth if you happen to be fair-skinned like me. The tapping noise is just me tapping off any excess. Across my nose. That should be enough. And then the final step is to just add a pop of colour with some blusher. I'm going to be using the Baked Blush by AOFM. And again, I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but it has a lovely, lovely sheen to it. And it just adds that's something extra, as well as adding a pop of colour. Tapping off the excess again, and I'm going to apply it to sort of apple on my cheek and across and up. I don't want it to be just on the apples of the cheeks here low. I prefer to apply blush sort of higher up. So start here. I've actually made another tutorial on how to apply blush to add lift to the face, so feel free to check that one out. And I always tend to, when I take it up here, I always tend to blend it into the temples too. That's the finished look. I think the main things to bear in mind is to prep your skin well with cleanser, a scrub and a moisturiser, because it just helps make the makeup sit better on your skin, and just to choose specific products that add a luminosity to the face. I hope this was somewhat helpful. I will of course write everything down below and all my social media stuff. Thank you for watching. Diolch am wylio.